The record for the tallest giraffe ever measured in at 19.3 feet, 5.88 meters. In addition to his bulk, George was quite heavy, coming in at over 5,000 pounds, 2,268 kilograms. Giraffes have a significantly reduced need for sleep when compared to humans. The adult giraffe only sleeps for an average of 30 minutes each day, which is the least amount of time that any other mammal sleeps. They may sleep for as much as 4 hours a day when kept in captivity. Hello and welcome to KYC News. In this episode, we are looking to the life of Giraffe, the tallest one on the jungle. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Giraffe. Giraffes are large, hoofed mammals that are native to Africa and are members of the genus Giraffe. It is also the largest ruminant on the planet, making it the tallest living animal that lives on land. Until recently, it was believed that there was only one species of giraffe, called Giraffe camelopardalis, with 9 subspecies. The most recent research into their mitochondrial and nuclear DNA, in addition to morphological measurements, led researchers to suggest that they should be divided into as many as 8 different species that are still alive today. According to the fossil record, there were 7 other species of giraffe that became extinct. The giraffe is easily distinguished from other animals due to its extraordinarily long neck and legs, its ossicones, which resemble horns, and its coat, which is covered in spots. It is a member of the family Giraffidae, which also includes the okapi, which is its living relative that is most closely related to it. Its dispersed range stretches from Chad in the north to South Africa in the south, from Niger in the west to Somalia in the east, and from South Africa in the west to Niger in the east. Savannas and woodlands are typically the giraffe's natural habitats. Their primary source of nutrition is the leaves, fruits, and flowers of woody plants, particularly those belonging to the genus Acacia, which they forage for at heights that the majority of other herbivores are unable to access. Giraffes can fall prey to a variety of predators, including lions, leopards, spotted hyenas, and African wild dogs. Giraffes are gregarious and often congregate in large groups, but they do live in herds consisting of related females and their offspring, or bachelor herds consisting of adult males who are not related to one another. Necking refers to combat bouts between men in which the neck is used as a weapon. These bouts are used by men to establish social hierarchies. Dominant males are able to mate with females, but the females are the only ones responsible for the care and feeding of the young. Because of the giraffe's peculiar appearance, it has captured the imagination of numerous cultures, both ancient and modern, and has been the subject of numerous paintings, books, and cartoons. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has placed it on the list of species most at risk of going extinct, and it has already been eradicated from a significant portion of its historical range. There are still giraffes living in the wild, and they can be found in a number of national parks and game reserves, but as of 2016, it is estimated that there are only about 97,500 members of the genus Giraffe. More than 1,600 were kept in zoos in 2010. Diet. Giraffes live off of a plant-based diet that varies depending on the season and includes things like leaves, stems, flowers, and fruits. They are similar to camels in that they do not require water on a daily basis. They have a varied diet that can include as many as 93 different species of plants, but in most cases, only about a half dozen of those plants make up 75% of their summer diets. Although they eat a variety of plants, their diets tend to be more concentrated in the winter and spring. The primary plant can differ between different species of the acacia tree, and giraffes are the only known predator that attacks acacia trees that are more than 3 meters tall. Behavior. These fascinating creatures typically travel through the open grasslands in small groups of 3 to 6 individuals at a time. Bulls will occasionally fight each other by butting their long necks and heads against one another. These types of competitions are typically not dangerous and are over when one of the animals gives up and walks away. Practices and ways of life. Because of their enormous size, these animals devote a significant portion of their time, typically in the mornings and evenings, to the act of eating. During the night, they sleep in an upright position. They will seek refuge from the heat of the day in cool, shady areas where they will regurgitate their meals before reconsuming them. In order to shield their young from potential danger, female giraffes and their young will form small herds and remain in close proximity to one another at all times. The males typically choose to live solitary lives and must travel great distances in order to mate with a fertile female. When two rival males come face to face with each other, they begin necking, which consists of bumping heads and interlocking their necks in order to establish a dominance hierarchy and defend their mating rights. The victor of the fight will be given the opportunity to mate with females from the area. Weight of giraffes. Giraffes are by far the tallest land animals that can be found anywhere in the world. They can reach heights of up to 18 feet on average, and in addition to that, they are very heavy animals. Male giraffes typically weigh between 1,200 and 1,600 kilograms, 2,500 to 3,000 pounds, 1,179 to 1,360 kilograms. Their enormous necks contribute approximately 600 pounds, 272 kilograms, to that total weight. Women are typically shorter and lighter than men, with an average weight somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 pounds, 680 to 816 kilograms. Giraffes, like humans, have very large hearts. In point of fact, the heart of an adult person weighs an average of 25 pounds. Because of its extremely lengthy neck, it requires a body of this size in order to be able to pump blood upward. How tall do giraffes typically get? The record for the tallest giraffe ever measured in at 19.3 feet, 5.88 meters. In addition to his bulk, George was quite heavy, coming in at over 5,000 pounds, 2,268 kilograms. That's equivalent to the weight of a Dodge Durango, roughly. What is the giraffe's average sleep time? Giraffes have a significantly reduced need for sleep when compared to humans. The adult giraffe only sleeps for an average of 30 minutes each day, which is the least amount of time that any other mammal sleeps. They may sleep for as much as 4 hours a day when kept in captivity. Do giraffes sleep standing up? Most of the time, they do. In addition, it has been observed that when they are sleeping, they lay down with their necks tucked around to their butts. Ten facts about giraffes. 1. Giraffes stand taller than any other mammal on the planet. Their legs alone are about 6 feet tall, making them taller than many humans. 2. Over shorter distances, they are capable of running at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, while over longer distances, they can maintain a speed of 10 miles per hour. 3. The length of a giraffe's neck prevents it from reaching the ground. As a consequence of this, in order to reach the ground and drink some water, it must either spread its front legs awkwardly or kneel down. 4. Giraffes have to drink water only once every few days on average. The majority of the water that they need comes from the plants that they consume. 5. Giraffes spend the majority of their lives in an upright position. In fact, they even sleep and give birth in this position. 6. After about an hour, the giraffe calf is able to stand up and walk, and after about a week, it begins to try out different types of vegetation. 7. Even though the females make an effort to protect their young by standing over them when they are attacked by lions, spotted hyenas, leopards, or African wild dogs. 4. A large number of the young calves do not survive their first few months. 8. The spots on a giraffe are remarkably similar to fingerprints in many ways. There is no individual giraffe that has a pattern that is identical to any other. 9. Giraffes, both male and female, have two separate horns that are called ossicones. These horns are covered in hair. Male giraffes will occasionally fight with one another using their horns as weapons. 10. A giraffe can get by on as little as 5 to 30 minutes of sleep in a whole day. They frequently accomplish this by taking short naps that typically last no more than a minute or two at a time. This is all for now. Thank you for being with us.